Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Say hello in the chat so I can see who's here, who's cheer. Especially if you're cheer, that's even better. But do say hello. My name is Alison Michaela, and I'm the Authentic Medium. And I'm here for the next hour doing Spirit Connections. Hello, Violet. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you here, darling. I love your little avatar. It looks like a little beautiful fairy by the looks of things. Love that. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Hello, Casey. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Patrick. Lovely to see you here, Patrick. Hello, Tanita. Lovely to be here. We'll start with spirit reads in just a moment, darling, and hopefully as many of you as possible will get somebody. Hello, Kathleen. Welcome, welcome. And Michelle. Lovely. Where are you all from? Some of you are saying good morning, and that makes me feel like you are from further away than I am. I'm here in the UK, in Devon, down on the south coast. So where are you all from? Lady on YouTube, it's beautiful. I love your little avatar. Love that. I love seeing them all. They're beautiful. Oh, you're in Dorset, Violet. I'm at a show. I don't know if you're anywhere near Poole, Violet, but on Friday and Saturday, I'm reading at the Lighthouse, and Saturday evening, I'm doing a live demonstration evening at the Lighthouse in Poole. So if you're anywhere near Poole, Violet, come down. Come down. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Amazing. Love that. Is it cold in Philadelphia at the moment? Mississippi, that's down south, isn't it? Brilliant. So Wendy and Michelle are from Mississippi, and Casey, 6 a.m. Wow, goodness me. Thank you for getting up, and good morning. Good morning. Hello, Hafsa. Welcome. Lovely to have you here. And welcome, Kathleen. Welcome, Kathleen. Lovely, lovely. It is cold. I bet it's cold. Tanita, you're in South Africa. My good friend Candice, who's also a medium, is from South Africa. You're 2 hours ahead of us, I think, in South Africa. And Amanda's from Illinois. I love how the internet brings us together. Isn't that just awesome? You're going to the Lighthouse show. See you there. 5 minutes away from Poole. Brilliant. Yep, I've got a table, Authentic Medium. I'll be doing mediumship reads and card reads during the day, both Saturday and Sunday. And I'm the first medium on the dem after the music in the evening. So really looking forward to that. Come and say hello, Violet. Do come and say hello. Right. Okay. Well, thank you for all taking time out from your day, whether you've woken early, whether you're just here because you've got some time. Welcome, welcome. Let's get some spirit reads on the go. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Tilly. Let me just have a big drink of water. You know, spirit like to keep hydrated. Okay, so I'm going to put the evidence out there, and if you understand it, please say so in the comments. And the sooner we get our spirit placed, the sooner we can move on. That's fine, Kathleen. Absolutely. Come and go. You're very welcome. Bless you. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it out there so everyone in the room has the same chance, guys. Okay, I feel like I've got a gentleman coming forward, so let's see what we know about him. I want to say he's in his 60s. The number 6 is important with him, so I'm gonna say 60s, and I feel like there's a J name around him, whether this is John, for him or around him, but certainly a name beginning with J. And I want to say there's something with his chest or his heart that's been the problem. I definitely feel it's cardiac with him, whether that's what took him, but he certainly had troubles with his heart. And I want to say he's got a lovely smile, so I feel he's sociable. Who understands this lovely gentleman? So your dad was John and he was 65, Linda. Okay. Linda, would you understand something going on with his heart? Do you understand why I'm being shown his heart or chest area there, darling? Do you understand that bit? And would you understand the warm smile? Because everything else fits, doesn't it? John and 65. Let's have a look and see. Just wait for the lag, because there's always a bit of a lag on the comments. Bless you, Emma. Let's hope your brother comes through, darling. We're just working with this man called John at the moment, and I'm just waiting for Linda. Linda, can you tell me if you understand? His body shut down at the end and he had a lovely smile. Okay, thank you, my darling. Okay. Hello, Gaynor. Thank you for joining. All right, okay. You would understand that his journey through illness was a longer period. You'd understand that. But you'd also understand that you were there, because I'm feeling somebody's holding his hand. Somebody's holding his hand. So he never felt alone. Do you understand that, Linda? Do you understand that evidence? It's just allow Linda to answer that bit. I feel like he wants to take me to before he was poorly. He doesn't want to focus on this bit. He wants to take it to the happy times, the family times. So just waiting for, yes, you was there. Okay. So before he moves backwards, Linda, he wants you to know that he knew you were there, because I feel like there's a time when he couldn't speak or he couldn't communicate before he passed. And he wants you to know he knew you were there. He felt very, very loved. He felt you all around him. Okay. But what I want to talk about, Linda, is when he's well. I want to talk about the dad that smiles. I want to talk the dad that has likes to raise laughter. I want to talk about the dad who's hardworking. Would you understand that? Who's well liked? Do you understand? Do you understand that bit of him? And I feel like he's mostly proud. Have you got sisters? Have you got sisters, Linda? Because I want to say girls. Would you understand why he's proud of the girls? Just wait for Linda to reply. He was the best dad ever. He feels lovely. His energy is just what one would want to for dads. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So those of you that just come in, the spirit that came through, that's Linda's dad. He first came through telling me his name began with a J, and I said John. We knew that he was in his 60s, and I can't recall what number he is, but he's 64 or 65. We know that he has this illness, and we know that Linda and her family were with him and he felt surrounded. We know that he's got this gorgeous smile, and we know that he wants to talk. He has 3 granddaughters. That's them then. That's what he's talking about. Would you understand he met them and was delighted with them then? That's why he's talking about the girls. That makes complete sense. I feel like he's just proud as punch. Does that make sense for you, Linda? That he loves the generations. He loves his granddaughters. Okay, while I'm waiting for you to answer, I'm going to start with your message, because I know we've got your dad here. There's no hesitation about that. Okay, he wants you to know how proud he is of you. He wants you to know that it's been difficult. I feel like you've just been having a difficult time recently, but I want you to know that you're doing really well. All right, that you're I feel like you've got a lot of things in the air. I feel like you're juggling. And I just want to say to you, keep going, keep the smile on your face. You know, like the evidence he brought through, his smile, his love of laughter, his love of family. I just want to say, keep going. You're doing really well. Keep the smile on your face. Absolutely. But he's reminding you of how close the family is now, how close it is to bring everybody together, and what a good job. I feel like you're the glue. So you have his complete admiration, all of his love, his joy. He just wants that smile on your face. Try to carve a bit of energy for yourself, and just know he's okay. He's loving watching everybody go on and do new things, and the girls grow up. And I'm going to leave you with his love, Linda. Oh, bless you. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah, he's just so proud, so proud. Okay, let's see who else is coming through. Okay, I want to talk about Okay. Oh, bless you. He's around you, darling. He's sending you so much love. He really is sending you so much love, and you are so welcome. You are so welcome. So for anyone that's just joined, everyone in here has the same chance of a reading because it's spirit led. So I'm just going to bring the spirit forward. We're going to find out who can take the information, get them placed, and then get your message, and then we will bring the next one through, and we're going to do that as quickly as we can so we get as many messages out there across the next hour. Okay, who understands why I'm making reference to Bob? I feel like I need to say the name Bob. So who understands a Bob in spirit? I'm just going to see if somebody can take that first, because they're not changing it, they're not drawing it through, but I want to talk about Bob. Who understands reference to a Bob? Just going to wait for somebody to come forward. I really feel like somebody understands Bob. Bob or Bobby, I suppose it could be, they have to be in spirit, Violet. So do you understand a Bob in spirit? Okay, so just need to know if your Bob is in spirit, because Bob has passed, and then I'll get more evidence for you. Alison, you've got an Uncle Bob in spirit. Okay, now I know people can place Bob. Bob has to be in spirit. We'll get his evidence and where else we go. Okay, what does Bob want me to say? Okay, I'm doing this with my ears. So did he have a hearing problem? Is there some reason I'm talking about or being drawn to my ears with Bob? Did he maybe get a little bit hard of hearing? Who understands something with their hearing? So the other thing I want to say is music. I want to talk about music, but I feel like it's playing music. I feel like you're not sure. Okay, Alison, no problem. The other thing I want to say is, does anyone understand like fairs or an accordion or some sort of, I'm hearing music and I feel like, is it called an accordion that you play like that? Just want to talk about an accordion. Or that sort of, I don't know, like fair dancing or folk music, that sort of genre. Wendy, if Bob and Bill are related, and so is Robert, so we will open it up. What I want to say about him is I'm just drawn to his ears. I'm not quite sure what that's around. I also want to talk about music, and I feel it's more folky or something to do with enjoying fairs or accordions. There's just something around music with Bob. Who understands this evidence? If you can take it but not the name, come forward. Particularly if you can take a Bob around him, because he's not taking away this sort of accordion. The only other thing I can place it is if he was on a respirator and you played music to him, because it's this I'm seeing, and sometimes you can see them going up and down. So if you can take that and playing music, I'll accept that. Otherwise, I'm with an accordion being played. Not you, Alison. Thank you, darling. No music. All right. So Violet or Wendy, does this make any sense to you at all? Can you understand either somebody being on some sort of respirator and music being played, or some sort of accordion being played, the in and out, you know, when you do this? If not, I'll ask him to step to one side, because I don't want us to use too much of our time. I feel like somebody can take it. I wonder if I'm just not giving you in the right way. So remember, the Robert or the Bob could be around him or for him. And I feel like, hello, Cornelia. We're just trying to place a lovely gentleman at the moment. What I'm hearing is the name I heard the name Bob, and I will open that up to a Robert or a Bill, or it has to be that sort of essence for him or around him. The next bit of evidence we're just struggling to place, and I'm feeling it's folky music or an accordion, but I will also take maybe a respirator music being played to him. No, it would need to have music with it, darling. I feel like it needs music with it. Folk music. His name was Bill. Okay. All right. Let's get one more different bit of evidence and see if anyone can understand it. Folk music. Violet, are you giving me the name of the music, or can you take that? Not for you. Thank you, darling. I'm going to get one more bit of evidence, and if we can't place him, I'm going to move him along, because maybe the person will come back and I'll just remind you of him all later. Okay, let's just ask him for one more bit. I feel like there's something to do with his chest. The folk music and fairgrounds. Violet, sorry, I didn't see your folk music. Okay. Violet, can you connect that with somebody connected with a Bob or a Bill? Can you understand? Can you link the two things? Okay. And yes, can take home him. Yes, can take home him. Yes. Okay. Thank you, darling. We're obviously with you, Violet. Okay. All right. Can you understand something about his chest, darling? Can you understand him maybe having a something wrong with his breathing, his chest? Just wait for Violet to reply. And I just want to say he died with cancer, okay, but he would have had some sort of breathing challenge. I feel like the symptoms just would have made it difficult for him at the end. You would understand that. And Violet, I feel like he's chuckling to himself having come through, because I feel like he feels he gave evidence that was a bit sneaky, a bit him, and he's chuckling to himself because he's got a lovely sense of humor, and I feel like he just enjoys bringing something a little bit different to the table. I feel like he likes to be remembered. I feel like he likes to make connections, likes to make people talk. He was a very kind neighbour. Would you understand he liked to talk, Violet? He liked to connect with people. I just feel like he's tried to give us something to talk about, something a bit different. He didn't want to come through with just the normal checklist stuff. Good morning, Melting Pot Tower. It's lovely to have you here. So what's his message to you? His message to always to keep the kindness in your heart. I feel, Violet, that you are very good at picking up when people need that bit of support. You took the time to get to know him. You didn't brush him away. You weren't rude. You accepted his kindness. You accepted his hellos. And I just want to say to you, always keep that in your heart, darling. Always keep that in your heart, and remember the good things. The goodness happens. Bless you. Gave your children sweets every week on Clockwork. I feel like Alison, what I want to say, Violet, that's because Alison's name just popped up there. What I want to say to you, Violet, is the goodness in life comes from the little things, not the big actions, not the fancy stuff. It's all those little stepping stones, and you've got those in mountains. So just keep going, my darling. Just keep going. And he's just saying, you and your family brought a smile to my face. And he was very, very grateful for the interaction, for the time, for the energy. And he might have been given the sweets, but you gave him the time. You gave him that energy. Absolutely. He was lonely, but you gave his world some structure. So thank you. He just wants to say thank you, darling. So what a lovely, lovely person you are, and what a lovely man he is. Ah, bless you. Hello to everyone who has just joined. So hello, Rogue Regmedies. Hello, Alison. Hello, Christine. Hello, Level Up Lady. So remember, everyone has the same chance as a reading here. We are going to just keep going with the evidence and say yes if you recognize your loved one in spirit. Okay, so, okay, I'm just going to take a big drink. Okay, what do I want to talk about next? I want to talk about somebody, and a tattoo is really important to mention. So I feel like either he had the tattoo or you've had a tattoo in memoriam, but I know there's a tattoo that needs to be spoken of. Okay, and I feel like there's some writing or there's some curl to it. He's trying to show me what it is, and I just feel like there's something really important about this tattoo. I also want to say that you were always there, but he found it difficult sometimes. Hello, lovely to see you. I feel like he found it difficult to talk about himself or about his feelings, and that's why he's coming in telling me about something that's not just about him. I don't feel like this is an elderly man at all. He's got young energies. I'm going to say 20s, 30s. And I just feel like the end was quick. I feel like the end was either unexpected or quick. Thank you, Violet. That's lovely feedback. So I'm working with this young man here. I feel like he's in his 20s or 30s. I want to say May is important in his dates. May is important in his dates. I want to talk about a tattoo. I feel like you might have had the tattoo in memoriam of him, or there's a tattoo you both laughed about, or he had a tattoo, but there's a tattoo and a story about a tattoo that links both of you. So you will either remember his tattoo, had a chat about it, or you've had one for him. So who understands this young man who is talking about his tattoo, who's a little bit shy, who doesn't like talking about his emotions or himself, and he'd far rather talk about you. And I also want to say his passing's either quick or unexpected. Emma, possibly my brother. Emma, do you understand the reference to a tattoo, darling? Do you understand this reference to a tattoo? Because that's a really strong, he did have a tattoo. Would you understand him not wanting to talk about? Hope it's not my brother. Okay. Well, the evidence will tell us who it is. Would you understand him having a quick passing, unexpected or quick passing? Level Up Lady, do you understand all of the evidence? Hello, Katie. Lovely to be here. So the evidence I need everybody to take, or please put in the comments what you can and can't take so that I know where to feel it into. I've got a lovely lad here. I feel he's 20 to 30s. I feel like his person is quick or unexpected, okay? I feel like I need to talk about a tattoo with him. And I feel like he wouldn't have wanted to stand and talk about himself. I just feel like that might be a little bit uncomfortable for him. Level Up Lady, he wouldn't come through. He wouldn't break the news of him passing like this. I really don't feel that spirit would do that to you, my darling. Emma, can you just let me know? Was born in May. Okay, darling. Trying to get a picture of his tattoo in his resting home. Yes, it was unexpected. Okay. Emma, do you understand a reference to May? Do you understand a reference to May? For either a birthday or a passing or an anniversary, and it has to be either linked to you or him. There's something about May. There's something's planned in May. Something happened in May. He found it difficult to talk at times. Can you understand the May bit of evidence, Emma? And level up, lady. Absolutely. I just don't. I don't feel Spirit would break the news like that. But maybe what Spirit are giving you messages is there any possible way of reaching out through friends, networks, or anything else to touch base with him? So I'm just waiting for Emma to come back. Your wedding anniversary. Okay, Emma. Okay. So I feel like we've got enough evidence, Emma, to know this is your brother. I just feel like I just want to make reference to some fun times, some sibling times. I feel like you two had a relationship where you were close, but you also didn't live in each other's pockets. Would you understand that? There's some good memories there, and some good times had. Would you understand that? He wants it to be known that there was laughter, or there was ribbing. There was a bit of banter there. Just wait for Emma to reply. And while you're replying, because I know that we've got you, Emma, let's get you a message from your brother. Okay. He's come through and he's just saying, oh, mate, and he's just saying he's okay. That's the first thing he wants you to know, is that he's okay. All right. He's okay. All right. He's accepted his pathway, his story now, as in it was too short, as in it was quick, as in everything that happened. And he needs to know, you to know, that it's all good with him now. Okay. He wants you to know that he's been coming back. I don't know if you've noticed the lights, something sparky. I just feel like he's got a bit of cheekiness in him. So I feel like whether it's the lights or something that or the telly he's messing about with, but he's just been trying to let you know occasionally, I'm here, I'm all right, I'm there. Yeah. And I just want to say that you need to make sure that you keep living, you keep going, you keep carrying on. Okay. And he's watching you follow your journey with pride, with happiness, that you're the one taking things forward. All right, my darling. Lots of banter. Absolutely. He's so proud that he has you as a sister. And he's just saying thank you. You can always call on him. He's on your team. All right. He's on your team. So call on him when you need to. I do feel like he's having a bit of a laugh because he wants to make sure the vibration stays high. And he just says, don't make my story your story. You go live. You go do your dreams. You do it for both of us, because you know life can be pulled quickly. All right, my darling. So I'm going to leave you with his love. I hope his message makes sense, Emma. You have noticed the lights. Good. He's pleased about that, because he knows you think about him. He knows that he's present in your mind, in your family, but he's like saying to you, yes, I'm here. I'm okay. I'm doing it. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick drink while I break the connection, and then we'll get the next person through. Okay. So I feel like I have a lady here with me now. Okay. And I feel like there's something wrong with her stomach. I feel like either it started in her stomach or it spread to her stomach. I just feel like it certainly impacted her stomach. And I feel like there would have been an operation or intervention needed. I feel like I want to put the name Carol around her. So a name beginning with C. And I want to put the number 11. So I don't know if this is a 1 or 11. So I'm definitely wanting that in her important dates. So that's quite a lot of information. A lady with a name beginning with C. I've said Carol, but I know it's beginning with C. I will accept it around her if no one can take us Carol in spirit. But that's what I heard. I want to say she's got a problem with her tummy. So it's either started in her tummy or the symptoms have gone to her stomach, making it difficult, okay, or making it uncomfortable. And I feel like she needed something doing to alleviate that. So who understands a lady called Carol in spirit, or somebody very close or with that name? Needs to be near that name or a C. You need to understand the number 1 or 11 in her dates, and I also want to what else do I want to say about her? So we've got a lady with a name beginning with C. I've heard Carol, but it could just be a C, and that's where it's taken me. So Carol needs to be for her or very close to her. I want to say that there's an illness that's taken her. I feel like it either started in her stomach or it certainly spread, or the symptoms started to impact her stomach. And I want to say the number 1 or 11, I think I said 11 is important. So the 11th or November would be the month, wouldn't it, for the 11? So who understands this lovely lady? Just give you a minute to reply. Who understands a lady called Carol, or somebody around a lady you can take all the other information for with the name Carol? You need to be able to place a Carol or a letter C around or near her. You need to be able to understand this lady's past of an illness, and I feel like at some point in her journey it's impacted her stomach, and I feel like she had to have treatment for her problem, and I feel like the number 11 or the month of November is important, either passing, anniversary, or death. If no one No meaning. Okay, Cornelia. No, if you can't take the rest of the evidence, darling, if you don't understand the rest of it for somebody close to you, I would accept your name being the Carol bit if you could understand somebody in spirit with all of the rest of the information. If you said to me, if you took the name away, all the rest of it sounded like my mum or my aunt, then I'd accept it, darling. But it needs to be connected. Maybe the person isn't quite here yet then. Because she's not changing any of it up, guys. So I'll wait for one more minute and then I'm going to pull somebody else forward, because we've only got an hour, so I don't want to wait. No, don't be sorry, Cornelia. Don't be sorry. She's here for someone. They might be just being shy and listening in the background, or waiting for me to say something very specific. Hello, Sean. So I'm going to summarize one more time, and then I'm going to put it to one side and pull somebody else through. So I have a lady. The name I'm hearing begins with C, like for Carol. That name has to be for her or close around her. I feel this lady's past of an illness, and I feel like at some point in her illness journey, this has impacted her stomach. And I also need to talk about the number 11 or November. Bless you. Bless you, Sean. You've got just as much chance as everybody else in here. I'm going to ask this lady to step to one side. I will try again right at the end in case somebody's not here yet. Okay, let's see who else we have here. Let's make sure I've cut her ties off and come back to somebody new. Okay. Okay, I have a lovely lady here, and I believe she is an elderly lady. I believe she's your nan or she's your gran, and I feel like I want to put a D name around her, okay? I feel like she, what do I want to say about her? Home is cozy. She's not able to get out as much now. But I feel like she likes to still try and keep herself busy. So I feel like at one time she liked doing something with her hands, like knitting or something, but that becomes more difficult. I feel like I've got to an old age because my sight and my hearing and everything's just getting a bit more distant. I want to say I've got a really sweet tooth, and I want to say at some point I've had a cat. So who understands this lovely, lovely lady? So we've got an elderly lady. She's a nan or a grandma. I feel like she's lived to a really good age. I think I said D for her name. Did I say D? I think I said D. And I want to say she's lived to a good age. Her home is really cozy, and she just suffers with what she's saying. Well, it's just old age, dear. She's got this lovely way of looking at things, and she's just showing me everything. Her legs, her eyes, her ears, everything's just starting to deteriorate that little bit. So she's then going back earlier in her life when things weren't quite so deteriorating, and showing me that she used to enjoy things like knitting. And she's also shown me at some point in her timeline she would have had a cat. No, this will be somebody you know, darling. This won't be a guide. This will be somebody who has passed that we know. So I will accept the D name around her if we can't place the D for her. But she's definitely a nan or a gran. Let me get something. She's just showing me her home, which is lovely. It's delightful. She had a tea cozy. She liked to use a tea cozy. She's old fashioned. She's showing me, and I think it's a knitted tea cozy. I do feel like it was knitting with her because she's showing me that. She's also showing me the she's also showing me, what else is she showing me? I just feel like you would have been in her house. I feel like you would have known her house. I feel like she didn't have many people towards the end, but family still kept coming. So does nobody understand this lovely lady? Nobody understand this lovely gran, this lovely nan who can't place the D. Okay, let's get rid of the D then. Let me ask her about the D. Maybe the D's, I'll own the D then. Let me just ask her about it. Okay, so I'm only going to ask 2 questions on this. Number 1, I'm going to say, did she have false teeth? And did her words sometimes come out differently because of that? Yes, the false teeth. Bless you. I've just asked her to tell me about the D, and I want to say that sometimes her teeth would move. No to words. She was good communicative. Okay. All right. She was telling me sometimes her words, she's either got an accent or it would sound different. So I don't feel like this matches then. So I want to come back to somebody else said, Gaynor. Gaynor, can you answer me? Do you understand the teeth? You're here. Lovely. Do you understand her having false teeth, my darling? Can you remember? Do you know about her having false teeth? Okay, listen in then, Stace. Just want to find out. I'll get some information that will split you and Gaynor. She's got a sense of humor because she's laughing here. She's laughing. She had false teeth. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. Let's get another bit of information. So you both would understand all of the information. It was just the D, but Gaynor feels that she can take the D possibly. And you can both take the additional bit of false teeth. So let's get something else from her. Let's get something else from her. What is it? What is it that will separate you out? Let me ask her. What is it that she wants me to show you? I feel like what I want to say with her, I feel like she's got grandchildren and she was a grandma. So that's what she wants to tell me about the grandchildren. Then there's obviously something she wants to go back to with the grandchildren. And let me ask what it is. I feel like she gave them all something as they were born. I want to say this will be back to when she was knitting. I feel like she's given them a gift, something like she's knitted something for them when she was knitting. So I feel like there's been others born since, or one born since. There's something she's knitted for each of the grandchildren. Okay, so Stacey, you understand a shawl, okay, for each baby. Gaynor, do you understand her knitting something for each baby that's born? Because she's taken me back to the grandchildren, and then she's taken me back to her knitting, and she's then showing me that there's something for each grandchild. Okay, Stacey, it sounds like we're with you then, my darling, because that's where the evidence has gone. So thank you for speaking up, Gaynor. Really, really appreciate you coming forward with that one. What I want to say to you, Stace, is I feel like some of those shawls are still around. Would you understand that? Somebody's still got theirs. I feel like in a drawer, maybe somebody still got their shawl. I feel like there's stuff she knitted still here. Do you understand that? So Stace, do you want, because she's just making reference to the fact that still have a couple of them. Okay, thank you, darling. She's just making reference to that. I feel like she loves the fact that they're still there. Even though they're much bigger now, she's doing this. She's telling me they're not little babies anymore, the ones that she knitted for. They've got so much bigger. And I just also want to say she loves the fact that home is where the heart is. I feel like home was really important to her. She didn't bother or care about fancy things or anything else. And she says to me that your home is where your heart is too. And I also want to make reference to the fact that you're enjoying the karma energy. Fully grown, yes, home, family was her heart. Okay, and she's just making reference to the cycles of life and how you're doing such a good job, and it's not always been easy for you, but just as she dug deep, you've dug deep too, and you're doing a great job. You're bringing yours up to know the importance of family, to the importance of what's important in life, and she's very, very proud of you, my darling, very, very proud of you. And I just feel like it's almost like she wants to say, I don't understand this, but I'm just going to say it, make a pudding in celebration. There's something about pudding she wants to talk about. Oh, bless you. Absolutely. She just is making reference to the fact you're doing a great job. And she just seems to want to talk about food for a second. So I'm just going to give you this message, something about making a pudding. So I don't know if she had a favorite pudding or you have a favorite pudding, but it's kind of like that would be her way of celebrating. So just absolutely take her love, take her joy at seeing what a great job you're doing with your family, with that essence of what's important, and know that she's with you and admiring. She loved puddings and food. That's why she's talking about it. She just wants to say to you, make a pudding. What a lovely lady. What a wonderful way to celebrate. Thank you. Thank you, Stace. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me have a little wee drink and see who else we've got here. Okay. Okay, so I have a gentleman here with me. I feel like he's not frivolous, and he's not a big I am, but he enjoys things just so. He's intelligent. He's not saying that he's a professor or anything like that, but he does enjoy the newspaper. He does enjoy world events. He does enjoy the news, listening to what's going on. I feel like he's got a wireless, and I feel like he's got nice handwriting. So I feel like he's more old-fashioned, or just old-fashioned in his ways. He likes things to be tidy. And I'm also being shown he would grow things from seeds. I feel like I want to talk about seed packets. So I feel like he would have grown things from seed. Not everything, but there's just something you will remember, or you will know something about a seed or growing something from seed. Let's have a look and see what else we've got with him. I want to put my hand on my head. And now that tells me one of two things: whether he's losing his hair a little bit because it's here, whether he was going a little bit bald, or whether he had an issue with his with something with his head. Who understands this lovely man? Who understands this lovely man? And I want to say the summer's important to him. There's something about the summer, whether it's August, around that time. I just want to say this summer is important to him. So who understands the information we've got about this lovely man? This man, he was tidy. He liked information. Not saying that he was Einstein, but he liked to watch the news. He liked world affairs. He liked the newspaper, just to catch up. Not in a big way, just to catch up. He enjoyed that. He liked things to have just a place, tidy man, and old-fashioned in that way. And I do feel like the summer is important to him, and I'm drawn to talk about August, and I'm drawn to talk about a seed packets. I feel like either you've brought some seeds that you plan to plant, or you can understand talking to him about seeds, or he used to plant something from seed. Seeds, bold head, newspaper, tidy. Hafsa, can you understand all of that? Are you saying you can understand all of that information? Is there anything more anything in what I've said you don't understand, my love? Just let me know. I need to know that you can place all of what I've said so far, and then I'll get some more. But I need to know I'm working with somebody to build that energy, darling. And can you understand why I'm talking about August being important for you or him? Birthday, passing, some reason why August is important. So just wait for Hafsa to comment. He used to help you plant the garden. Okay, thank you. All right. I want to say he's got a really calm energy. I feel calm in his presence. It's like, just wait. She'll come forward. It will be. I just feel like he's got a lovely calmness about him, like you could talk to him about stuff. I just feel that that's your two daughters were born in August. Thank you, Hafsa. Hope I'm saying your name right. It looks beautiful the way it's written. Do you understand him having this calm energy, my love? Or this dependable? That's what I want to say, dependable. And I do feel like your daughter's brought a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. I feel like he had time to be there with them. He certainly liked hearing about them. I'm just going to wait for you to reply so that I can get your message. Very religious. Okay. But would you understand that you trusted his word? I feel like I just feel like there's a calmness about him, that he may well have been strict, but there's something about you know what to expect. You know what to expect. I just feel like you almost know what his viewpoint is going to be, and there's a stability in that. Does that make sense? He's stable, he's dependable in that way. Even if it's not your views, you know what Dad's going to think about it. Very varied topics and disagreements. Okay, thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay, let's get you a message from Dad. I just feel like the first thing he wants to say is that was the way that he was brought up. That was the way that he was. And things are more, I want to use the word liberal or more open. And he loves the fact that you've got the balance to have your own views. You're very strong-minded in that way. That he was strong-minded, but you also are strong-minded, and he's recognizing and admiring that in you, that you were able to share views, you were able to have debates and see things differently. Would you understand that? And I want to say to you, keep your instinct. Absolutely, that was his way of bringing up. But by him allowing you to have that voice, it's like he did start to change the wheel of change. And he wants you to keep your voice. He wants you to keep that connection with your instinct, because it's very good. It's very connected. Your sense of where things should be or what they should be. He wants you to keep that. He wants you to rely on that. Okay. Sometimes if there's a strong opinion about you, just lean in and follow your instinct, because it will always be right. He's very, very proud of you. He wants you to know that he's okay. And his energy is good. But he just wants you to know that he's proud of the woman you are and all you've become. Okay, does that make sense for you, Hafsa? Lovely message there from Dad. He just is coming in to recognize, to not try and change things up, but just recognize how he was, and the joy, the garden planting, the joy your daughter's brought him, and the joy of watching you, an independent lady, move forward. Oh, bless you. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Alexandra. Hello, Sarah. Hello, everyone that's come in. Everyone has the same chance of a reading in here, guys. So just listen up and we will see who comes through. Okay, let me just have a little drink. You are welcome. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I feel like I've got a girl here. I feel she's younger. I feel her energy is younger. I want to put her about 23, but it's either she's younger than that and her energy is kind of like a bit sassy and older, or she's older than that but keeps hold of being youthful. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is, guys, I've said 2 and 3, which also might be February, March time, but I feel like she's not going to be above 35. You know, she's not above that range, and she's definitely over 18. So she's in that sort of young adult era here. Okay. I want to say she's got long hair, or she wants to talk about long hair. And I also want to talk about her having siblings. I feel like there's siblings there as well. So who understands this lovely girl? Before I go any further, who understands this lovely girl? So we've got this lovely girl. She's got really bright energy. She's coming through in her early 20s. Keep a caveat on that. She's talking about long hair. She's talking about having siblings. I'm not saying that you're her sibling, but I'm saying, you know, she had siblings. Okay, Gaynor, you can understand that. Okay, thank you, darling. All right, let's see what else we can get. Okay. You would understand she's got a fun side to her. She's got this fun energy. Would you understand that, Gaynor? I just feel like there's times where music would go on and there's a vibe going on. Didn't act her age. Okay, Wendy, listen in then, because I did say that. I was drawn to say there might be something. Can you understand February, March time then, Wendy, as well? If it's your niece, definitely. Okay, Gaynor, keep listening in. Can either my breath was taken then. Do either of you understand breath being taken quite quickly? I just feel like there's something in a breath then. So me, that would either mean there was something respiratory that happened, or it was a very quick passing. Okay, let's see what else we're going with her. I do want to put music around her, and I want to put that getting ready dancing vibe with her. I do want to put that getting ready dancing vibe with her. And I want to say friends are important. Friends are important. So Gaynor and Wendy. Let me just ask her for something else. I feel she's quite girly, so I want to say, I just want to say all things girly. I just feel that you'll know that. Oh, bless you, Gaynor. They're definitely with the energy at the moment of when they're high. They will definitely tell it through. Okay, and that would make sense with that air quickly going through. Okay. Let's get something specific. Let's get something specific. Okay, they are showing me they're still at the moment on the theme of the high times. So I do want to say there's alcohol involved. Would you be able to understand? Would you be able to understand alcohol or something like that involved? They definitely drank. I'm not saying they're alcoholic, but you will know that they drank alcohol. And where else am I going with this? I also want to talk about alcohol and drugs. Okay, Wendy? Okay, and so you can both take that. Okay. I want to talk about a relationship that's gone wrong. So I want to talk about a relationship that's split. So I feel like there's a relationship, a love relationship that they've had that has not gone well. And you would know about it. You would know about it in their story. So Wendy and Gaynor, would you understand a love relationship gone wrong? Because I'm hearing a couple of songs, and I kind of want to say like Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, and it's Raining Men. Your niece and partner had just split up. Okay. I want to talk about Raining Men. I feel like all three of them have got I feel like there's a similar story going on here. So I need to get something to separate them. Okay. Can anybody understand a name beginning with L, like Louise? Can anyone understand a name beginning with L, around or connected? I don't know if that's just me pulling it through and getting in my head, because I've now got two spirits with a very similar story, but I want to put the name beginning with L around them. So if it's not their name, I want to put close by around them. Her mum. Okay. And that's a name beginning with L, Lisa. Thank you, darling. Wendy, does that rule you out, sweetheart? I will come back to you, Wendy. I will come back to you. Thank you. We're with Gaynor. We're with Gaynor. Okay. Okay. Gaynor. What's her message to you? Her message is one of, it's where she was. It's like a switch went in her brain. What I want to say to you is if only she'd known the bigger picture. Okay, she's sending you so much love, because would you understand there's something about you still connecting in, there's something about you still connecting with her, but also with her mum. Okay, she wants to give everybody a massive hug, and it's really important everybody knows two things. Number one, that she is okay, that she's at peace, that her vibration is different now. Okay, she is absolutely at peace, but she also wants everybody to know there's nothing that could have changed it. It was like her brain just clicked. Okay, so there's nothing anybody could have said or done differently. Okay, she also wants to say she's with her sister. Okay, she's your son's half sister. Okay, that makes sense then. She just wants to say she's with her wider family. She's with the others. Does that make sense? She's with the others. So I feel like whoever else is up there, they are connected. Okay. And she wants to be remembered. Do you remember she came in? Now, I thought when I first connected, there was a bit of a dark story, and actually both people that could take the evidence, the story was dark. So this isn't because I know what you've said. I just want to say that she came in with that brightness, that vibrant energy, didn't she, at the beginning? She came in with that, I listen to music, I'm vibrant, I'm having this good time. And that's how she wants to remember. That's the bigger part of her story. Yeah. The end bit, that's not all of her story. Her story was one of joy, of happiness, of vibrancy. And that's the bit she wants to be remembered. That should be her legacy. Okay. She's sending so much love because she knows the ripples, the pain has continued. And all she can do now is send healing to that. Okay. But she wants to send so much love, so much thanks, so much understanding, and let everybody know that she's okay. She's good. All right. She's good. And it was nothing anybody on this earth plane could have done, because once the brain had switched off from normal thinking, then it wasn't, nothing would have changed that. All right. So I'm going to give you the biggest hug from her. All right. The biggest respect, the biggest smile. That's what I'm going to give you, the biggest smile. And she's just saying, put on some music. Let me be celebrated. Celebrate your energy, all that you're doing. Absolutely. That's clear she did. That's clear she did. But, you know, she's just saying that was my story, but I want people to remember me with love. All right. So I'm going to leave you with her love, my darling. I'm going to leave you with her love. And what a tragedy. What a tragedy. But what a delightful, delightful girl. What a delightful girl. She's a joy. She really is a joy. In her good moments when she's well, she's a delight. Gaynor, I'm really sorry to hear your story, and I'm so pleased your beautiful niece was able to come through. Okay. Now, Wendy, I want to come back to you and your sister. And what I want to say is, because when I get the evidence and more than one person can take it, they crowd round. So I could feel your sister close, and I could feel that I had to get some bit of evidence that would separate you guys out completely. Because if I just kept to their story, the story is the same. The drugs, the drinking, that's to help her mental health. It's her way of coping. It's her tool to get through the day sometimes, or to work through what she doesn't understand she's feeling. I feel like there's this big mask, and I feel like she's 100% or nothing. So I feel like there's vibrancy, but then there's massive lows as well. And I feel like when the relationship went, it's just taken the wheels off the bus, is what I'm feeling. Okay. Does that make sense, Wendy? Does that make sense to you? This older lady, but who lived like she was younger. You're so right. She didn't go well with the things about getting older and responsibilities and all of that. She she just did it her way, which wasn't always the best way, but it was her way. She just didn't understand how else to navigate it through. I feel like a lot of time was given listening to her. Would you understand that, Wendy? A lot of time was given listening to her, and coping maybe with her vibrancy, which means also her ups and downs. Would you understand that? The sparks. Just going to check, Wendy, you can understand that, and then I will get you your message, my darling. And so while I'm waiting for Wendy's message, because I'm very, very certain I've got her sister here who has this very sad, absolutely, Wendy understands that. We've got two very similar stories of tragedy. We need to remember that it's an illness. It's an illness. It's not a choice. It's not a decision. It's an illness that wires the brain differently, and takes over and consumes and is difficult. And she's just giving you so much love, so much love. I feel like I want to say to you, you were the balanced one. You were the one that understood. You were the one that's able to take it forward, and she loves you so much. She respects you so much, and she couldn't have asked for a better sister. And just like I've just said before, the same with her story. It wasn't that she didn't know she could come for help. It wasn't that she didn't know you were there for her. It was just as it was her story. So please know that. She's really desperately sorry for the pain it caused. I know you do, darling, but she is right there with you, sweet. She is right there with you. And I feel like she comes through in music for you. All right. So I feel like you'll be in the car or in the shop and a song will come on and it will remind you of her. It will make you smile because of the memory or the vibrancy of it. Okay. And she often comes through or is trying to reach you through music. So I hope you can understand that. I hope you've recognized that connection that she's trying to give you. She wants you to know that she's good now. Her vibration fits so much better. There's no ups and downs. It's just this beautiful peace, this beautiful serenity. All right. And she's saying, go for it, girl. You're the ambassador now. You go out there, live life for both of us. Do it for me. Do it for you. Know how much I love you, darling. Listen to the music. If you can, give a little song or a dance, just like she would have done. All right. Because that's her giving you a hug. All right, my love. So I'm going to leave you with her love. Know that she so appreciates all that you did for her. She loves you so much. It was her story and there is no shame in it. It just is her story. All right, my darling. So I'm going to leave you with her love and thank blessings that she came through. Ah, bless you. Bless you, Wendy. She loves you so much. She loves you so much and you're a star. Just hearing star sister. Soul sister, star sister. I just want to give that to you. All right, darling. So, wow, what a fantastic hour. Hasn't that gone quick, guys? Where did that hour go? And some really poignant messages there as well. So thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Gaynor, for being so brave, so honest, for taking the evidence. Remember, guys, there's reads on here every day coming through, different readers. So if you didn't get your loved one through today, join one of the other sessions. I read on TikTok every day, so come and join me there if you are that way, if you're connected, and whoever it is, somebody earlier said they were in Poole. Come and say hello to me next weekend. Come and say hello and connect. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen, to share this energy. Everybody go and have the most amazing day. And thank you, Stacey, for hosting us. You always do an amazing job. It's at Authentic Medium. Okay, so at Authentic Medium, no numbers, just Authentic Medium. Okay, all one word. You'll see my face. So you'll recognize me. I'm on 5 till 7 tonight. I'm on every day reading. So do come and join. And I read for free as well on TikTok. I don't charge. So absolutely, there's some great readers on here. Veronica and Stace do an amazing job creating this space for us all to be. And absolutely, remember, if your loved one didn't come through, they're there, they love you, they're okay. It's just I didn't get them through today. It's not that they can't come through. So thank you, Stacey. Thank you so much. I'm back in 2 weeks on this forum, so come and join us, and appreciate everybody's time. So thank you, and I will say goodbye. Just wait for Stace to close the show. Just for a little bit of time while she does that. So